people, and welcome back to another exciting video. This is actually the first edition of the Roots and Routes podcast. Yeah, and in the studio today we have one amazing gentleman. He's a mixed breed. He's made up of Germany. He's made up of Europe. He's made up of UK. He's made up of everything. He's made up of Jamaica. He's made up of Canada. All right. So I have Karen in the studio right now. Am I getting your name right?
Yeah, you're getting it.
Karen.
Karen. Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
I have Karen in the studio. Guy, he's a multi-talented guy. I want to have a short interview with him. Let's get to know him more, and then let's get to do what he does. All right. So my name is Albert, and you are
Karen Usher.
Karen.
Karen Usher.
Okay. All right. So Karen, I know you, but my viewers don't know you. I know you're a Canadian, Jamaican, European, right?
Canadian, Jamaican, European. Yeah. Dutch.
Okay, Dutch. All right. So how is that mix breed coming up from? Where are parents from, and how did you become Canadian, Dutch, Jamaican?
So my mom's from the Netherlands. My dad's from Jamaica. My mom had me at a very young age. She was like 17, 18. When you're young, dumb, messing around.
So no. Were you born in Canada?
Yeah, I was born in Canada.
Okay, so like how did your Jamaican dad meet your Dutch mom?
So my Jamaican dad emigrated here in the early 90s from Jamaica. I'm not exactly sure this entire story behind how they met, but my dad liked white women, so
Okay.
that was the thing.
So have you been to Jamaica to visit before?
A couple times.
So do you identify yourself as a Jamaican or a Canadian?
Oh,
I mean, if you have one slot to
I would say Jamaican.
you say Jamaican.
Yeah.
So you understand the patois?
I understand that.
One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked to my cousin. I've been talking to my cousin from Jamaica recently.
Oh, okay.
He's been looking to connect. So.
Okay. And when was the last time you visited Jamaica?
2009.
Oh, it's been a while,
It's
bro.
been a long time.
Have you been to Netherlands?
Yes.
How many times?
I was just once.
Just
when I was
once.
six.
Okay. Alright. So if you have these three countries to like settle, where would you gonna settle?
I would say Jamaica right now.
You wanna go there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So if I could spend 6 months there and 6 months in Netherlands, that would be ideal.
Alright. So what was growing up as a child like for Karen?
Tough. Growing up with ADHD, your parents at that time didn't really understand what it was. So you're just like this bundle of energy, and as a kid you don't know how to externalize that, right?
Yeah.
So you're all over the place. So you need parents that can really prioritize and fixate a lot of time and dedication and outlets to externalize that energy. Otherwise you're kind of crazy and your family thinks you're kind of crazy. My mom growing up raising me as a single mom was tough too, right?
Yeah.
My dad, unfortunately, he's a bit of a gangster. So he got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time with a bunch of cocaine and a sawed-off shotgun. I know, I'm telling you, bro, when my mom told me this story, I think I was like 10 or 11, and me and my cousin, both our dads got deported out of Canada back to Jamaica. And I was just like, oh, okay, we just both start laughing. I was like, whatever, So yeah, my mom raised me growing up. A lot of different family members took part in that. I did move a lot. So it's like, with ADHD, you want some level of routine, consistency, familiarity, stable environment. But when you move, like, I think I remember moving like 8, 9 times. So like, you're not able to really establish. Yeah, it messes up everything. You can never get used to having friends for too long.
Yeah.
So you kind of get used to not having friends and kind of just like enjoying your own time, right? So I got really involved in like gaming growing up.
Okay.
Like insane amounts of gaming.
So is that where your interest in technology grew?
I would have to say my interest. I've always had an interest in technology, and information. It's just, I'd say the point at which I really dove into technological innovation was in 2020.
Okay.
My first like business gig per se. I 7, I actually took, it was like the stupidest thing that I could do actually. I took a little, I spent like $30,000 on 3090 Rockstrix graphic cards, and I built a mining rig, and I mined cryptocurrency.
Bro.
And I did this in my basement. I mean, definitely didn't break even. I probably lost like 10,000 on that.
I would want to understand, like, becoming a nurse. What process did you go through? At what stage of your life did you realize that you want to go into the healthcare sector, and why did you choose nursing?
I would say it started when my grandpa got basically cancer of the lymph nodes,
Oh,
right? So um, he's still alive. Um, yeah, dude, it's been like 15 years.
15 years.
His prognosis was 5.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just a fighter. So hearing about the level of care that they provided for him,
Yeah.
I thought it would be a good opportunity. Um, Granted, like I was in manufacturing, I dropped out of high school, right? So I was working all these deadbeat jobs. I had like such severe anxiety. I couldn't even like have a face-to-face conversation like this with you. Like my eyes would be watering. So I did agency jobs just because it was easier. I didn't really have to go through an interview process to kind of just do the job. But over time, I kind of realized, I don't want to be in this sort of atmosphere, which is like more business. And then going into nursing, I thought it was like, you're naive when you're young.
Yeah.
So, in our textbooks it says non-for-profit, being altruistic, and providing, the best care at the cost of yourself almost, right? But coming into the nursing industry, as much as I love the industry, um, I started to realize I do what I can for the community, but at the end of the day, what I guess makes me sad, and has had me look at other options is that in nursing and just healthcare in general, like we're not provided with like a basis of support, right? Like it's very clear the government's not supporting us, and it's a business at the end of the day.
Karen, take me through the journey of being like a crypto trader. Some are regretting they sold their coins 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Others are also trying to make the decision to enter the crypto business now. From your experience and standpoint, what would you advise? What would be your advice for anyone who wants to enter into the market now?
For anyone that wants to enter in,
Yeah, so, I mean the whole crypto business now
for
in
any,
2024.
for anyone that wants to enter the market now,
Yeah.
I would say do it now. We're at the start of the cycle. The cycle will likely end potentially November, December, if I'm basing this off previous models.
Yeah.
It could go longer, right? It has the potential to because we have a crypto positive environment with the Trump administration all being super crypto friendly, wanting a Bitcoin reserve, all the XRP ETFs. Now is the time to get involved. The one thing that I would stress when it comes to new people getting involved is patience. A lot of the time, the one mistake that I made coming into crypto as an early trader and not having proper guidance or mentorship or doing enough research was that I was stuck on my phone literally like this, watching it go up, down, up, down, up, down. And it was precipitating so much anxiety. It was unbelievable, right? And that was causing me to sell preemptively, right? Whereas honestly, if I had just put that 10K into whatever coins during that time and just forgot about it, I'd literally have millions of dollars right now. So crypto is something where you have an opportunity to get rich every 4 years, right? Bitcoin runs on a cycle. Once the halving hits every 4 years, from there it'll literally go up It'll peak after about, I think, 362 days, about a year and a couple months, it'll peak. And then from there, it'll go into a bear market for 2.5 years until the next halving, right? So the mistake a lot of people make is they wait too long to get involved with the cycle. Once Bitcoin hits its peak, the media starts going crazy. It has a frenzy about it. Everybody's talking about it. And at that point, everybody's now buying it, buying it, buying it. Everybody's buying at the peak, right? And then
So
it
they
starts to
use
go down. So then they lose money, right? And then it discourages them from further getting involved in the space. Where in that 2.5 years after it goes down, their thought process is, I lost all my money, I'm not touching this anymore. Whereas they should be continuously buying as much as they can during that period. For 2.5 years, you just wait, just patience, and it'll go right back up. A clear example, one amazing example I can use of this is Solana. One of my friends bought Solana at $300 at the peak. It dropped down to $10, bro. $10. And this individual was like, I'm not buying anymore. Um, whatever. And she forgot about it. But she didn't sell it. Okay? Luckily. Now it's gone back up. It's more than what she bought it at now. So she just had to wait the 2.5 years. But imagine when it dropped from 300 to $10 for 2.5 years, you were just buying, 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 buying. When it's at a super low, right? Now when it goes back up, you're rich. You don't have to work.
what is that one decision that, I mean, growing up as a young boy in Canada, doing nursing, crypto, doing your own business, what is that one decision that you would never advise anyone to do, like to make? I mean, it messed up your finances, probably messed up your education or something like that. One decision you made, and it was like, no, bro, that's crazy.
I would have to say the craziest decision
Yeah,
that you can make
craziest decision.
is to not take risks. We need to understand that taking risks is a part of life, right? At the end of the day, as a nurse, right, I could work every single day, and honestly, with how fast everything's getting expensive, it's not going to be enough, right? So it's like I could work my entire life and it won't be enough, or I can save my money, which if inflation is going up faster than how much my money is going up, right, I'm just losing money. Or I could take a risk, give myself a chance, do my research, my due diligence, follow the right mentors, follow the right people with the right knowledge, have patience, invest my money at the right times. And you know what? If it blows up, I'm free from the system. But, and I mean, worst case scenario, if it all goes to shit and I lose all my money, I'm still working, right?
Still making money.
You're still making money, but you need to give yourself a chance. And we're too scared. We're too often too scared to take risks.
All right, so take risk. I believe that is one advice Karen will want to give each and everyone watching us.